Greetings, people of the internet. This is Cardiacs, and today is kind of an experiment. So, I have been trying to figure out how I want my style to look when I draw the chibi portions. And it's very strange for me. Because, growing up, I kind of thought that the only way to do artwork was for everything to look realistic. And since I got my start on when I first started actually seeing some decent progress, I was probably when I was getting into manga and anime. And of course, because of that, my art style didn't exactly get too realistic, but once I branched out a bit more, I didn't really stick to the that art style except for maybe the eyes, because the eyes I draw are pretty simplified and they're very reminiscent of that style. However, in terms of anatomy, I've always tried to figure out correct anatomical features. So, because of that, the proportions that are so popular with the chibi style and the anime and manga is very, very difficult for me. It's like I've been trying and trying and trying to kind of break my style so I could play around with the Japanese version. And it's just been such an issue because every single thing that I've done doesn't quite look that manga-ish to me. It looks like my style, but weird. Which is probably kind of the point, right? But I don't know. Anyway, so I've been trying to figure out chibis lately. Ooh, alarm. That was my alarm. I don't know if I'll leave that in or not. Uh, I've been playing around with chibis and manga styles, so I've been trying my hardest to try and break my style, and it's been quite difficult because the proportions between chibis and my actual style are very different. Because typically, my style is very proportioned to how I see people are realistically, and anime and manga are very not that. So, this is me playing around with that and trying to figure out how I want to do this with my style. And let's see how many times I say style by the end of this video. uh, anyway, what was I saying? It seems whenever I try to do the chibi style, the character turns out looking elongated, which is odd because they're supposed to be really small, really squishy, like a baby. But that's the issue I'm having, I think, is because I'm not used to drawing babies or children, which is something I should probably fix this year. Cat has appeared. Cat has been pestering me for a few minutes now, actually. Something about my headset just lures this cat out of the woodwork. Anyway, so I discovered another way to draw in this style that I kind of like, but it may be a little bit difficult to do because the body is so squished as compared to how Cavita is right now. This is my character Cavita, by the way, the little girl with the bat wings that have a purple and bluish gradient. That's Cavita. She has made an appearance. Oh, I cannot words. she has made an appearance many times in the past, and I do hope to sprinkle in more of my own personal artwork in between Ginger's commissions, but we'll see. Anyway, so after I finished this video, I noticed that after playing with the Chibi style some more, I discovered another way to play with the proportions in which the body is just very round and very small as compared to the head, like even smaller than the head is compared to the body in this attempt. So essentially what I had to do was measure out generally how big I wanted the body to be before I started sketching. Because normally when I draw something, I don't do that. I just proportion out the sections of the body and then I play with it until it looks fine, and then I'll add the details. But for the little dinky version of the Chibi that I discovered, I just kind of made the body, like I did a circle for the head and then a circle below it for the body, and the body, it looks essentially like a snowman. And then add details and the body will end up being pretty much as big as the head. And so the hope is that it will be just as cute as I hope it will be, but the problem I think is that because of that, maybe it'll be a little bit more difficult to pose with the body being so small and the limbs being so tiny, and I don't know. Anyway, so if you see another Chibi attempt soon, then don't be surprised, because I was going to add it to this video, but it was already finished at that point, and I didn't really want to add to it just yet. So perhaps next week / whatever day I feel like doing another short video, then I can do the little dinky chibi version, and then maybe I'll do multiples depending on how long the dinky chibi comes out. Speaking of length, this attempt with Cavita in a relative chibi style actually took just over an hour, so yeah, there's that. Also, this is kind of the reason why I'm messing around with this is because I kind of want to offer this as a commission, and it'll also help me practice a bit more, so I'm not just drawing the same character over and over again in the same style. So, if anyone is interested, I will have hopefully a video about my commissions open soon, and if not, then feel free to just message me somewhere, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it, really. I'm just kind of batting away at Cat because Cat won't leave me alone. Anyway, so I think this kind of turned out cute. Not exactly how I wanted, but you know, nothing ever does turn out exactly how I want because that's just what happens when you're an artist. Anyway, I hope everybody's year is going well so far, and thank you for watching. There are other videos where this came from, and bye!